For me, you gotta be a baller, shot caller, 28 I definitely just over here calculating. According to my calculations, you need to make about $360,000.
Really, right there.
That's basic. I'm like an apartment. You gotta clear the bill 3 times.
I think we're basically saying we want a partner because, like you said, back in when we were younger, okay, that's cool. But now we're looking for like somebody.
Welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. So as we saw from the video, Demetria Obilor says you need to be a baller, a shot caller to date her, and you also need to make at least $360K and up. Now, it was her co-host that brought up the $360K, but she did agree with the co-host, and she was the one that first said you need to be a baller and a shot caller to date her. For starters, there is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a woman having her preferences, her standards, but the question is, what do you bring to the table to deserve a guy like that? Well, she gave us an answer. Check this out real quick.
I said that I give you the ultimate passion.
That's what
I bring to the table.
You also didn't think you had anything to work on. That to me is a red flag because we have to understand that we're not perfect. Who said that a deal breaker was bad at sex?
Oh, I did.
I think that's a bad deal breaker. I just
Now, given, unlike a lot of women that call up into Kevin Samuels' show and Kendra G's show, she does have the looks to attract a high value guy who's making $360K and up. But passion? Passion? In the good words of Uncle Kevin Samuels, you can't make this up, people. The jokes write themselves. So you want a guy to work his butt off, overcome all the obstacles that it takes to not only make 6 figures, but also make $360K and up to be a baller, a shot caller, in exchange for just some passion. No mention of providing him with loving support, a nice home cooked meal, maintaining a household, making his life easier, nurturing him, maybe even helping him out with his business if he's a business owner. But no, all you bring to the table is just some passion. Now here's the thing, a new broom sweeps best. In the beginning stages of a relationship, they call it the honeymoon stage. There's a lot of passion. You both cannot get enough of each other, wanting to be around each other 24/7, texting non-stop, making kissy faces, writing I love you notes to each other. There's a lot of passion and new excitement, but after a while, the passion goes away, which is natural as you both get used to each other. So what will you do then when the passion goes away? Are you willing to water the garden, which is your relationship, to make it grow? Like try new things, new adventures, communicating better? Or will you get bored like a lot of relationships and break it up because the passion and spark is gone? There's plenty of women out here that can bring passion, especially when it comes to dealing with a baller, a shot caller. So what makes you stand out other than passion? Because once that passion dies, then what? Not to mention, most people in America do not make 6 figures, let alone $360K and up. Most doctors, lawyers, men at upper management levels in corporate America, business owners do not qualify. I don't think these ladies understand how rare it is, not only for a guy to make 6 figures, but also to make $360K and up. And would she consider him undateable if he's only making $350K? Or what about if he's only making $300K? Nothing wrong with having your preferences, but you want this guy to be at the top of the food chain, especially since their audience is the urban audience. Most likely they want to date a black man. The average income for black men is $46,000. The black household has the lowest income in America. The average American does not make 6 figures, let alone $360K. Even the average high earning profession does not even make $360K and up. And on top of that, do you also expect him to be faithful to you and be with you and only you? In the video, she said that one of her deal breakers is a guy who is bad in bed. Out of all the things that she could think of, that's the best. I mean, that's something that could be worked on. So we can assume by her answer, she's got a bit of superficial standards. So most likely that $360K baller, shot caller, and up guy, he has to not only be good in bed, he has to be at the same height or taller, be in shape, decent looking, has a good personality, dresses good. Those are slim pickings, and even slimmer when you look at the statistics of men who make 360K and up, and it's even slimmer if you want to factor in the guy has to be a black man. And also, how do you even know if a guy makes that much when you first meet him? Do you ask to see his tax returns and pay stubs on the first date? The only profession that you can really know off the bat is athletes, because you can easily Google their salary and their contracts. But pretty much everybody else, you're not gonna know. The thing that women like her forget is that guys who make that much and also meet those criteria, they do not grow on trees, and they also have standards. They got options. Not all men want their lady thirst trapping on Instagram, showing off her curves like that. Also, her co-host mentioned a major red flag is that she said she doesn't think there's anything to be worked on. I mean, it's not too surprising to hear, because a lot of times women do not like accountability, especially when it comes to relationships. Of course, not all women are like this, but there's no denying this is very common. I mean, think about it. When is the last time you heard a female said, I had a good guy, but I ruined it because of X, Y, and Z? It's usually the opposite. It's usually the guy's fault in some way, shape, or form. For her to say she has nothing to work on, that is a major red flag. Like her co-host mentioned, it shows that she has a very big ego and thinks that she is perfect. And because she looks good, dresses nice, and is thick, and brings you a whole lot of passion, you should bring your 360K and up income. As long as you're a baller, shot caller, come take care of her, both physically, mentally, financially, all in exchange for some passion. Just passion. That's all you get in return. Fellas, if you ever meet a girl and you ask her what she brings to the table and she says passion, run. And if she says she has nothing to work on, run even faster. Those are major red flags. So guys, let me know what you think. And with that being said, I am out.